year, but specifically this one with kind of the Luka execution, the 2 alley-oops, the step back. What kind of stood out about that as it pressed the end of the winning streak here?
I thought he definitely put on a clinic down the stretch, whether it was in isolation versus fires in isolation versus the shock with Şengün. He just got us good offense, whether for himself or for his teammates, every single time down the floor. The group that started that fourth quarter, coming off a third quarter where we turned the ball over too much and didn't, for the second straight game, didn't start the quarter with a ton of pace. The group that started the fourth really got us life going. They executed really well. Got the matchups we wanted. We moved the basketball. So that kind of got us going. And then when Luka came back in, he was fantastic.
The last time LeBron went 13 for 14 was in 2013. We've talked about it a million times now, but at age 41, what did you see from him tonight?
The one shot he missed, he was trying to foul bait. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Look, he was awesome tonight, and I think too, part of the evolution of him on this team has been, and particularly in this stretch, has just been his patience. His patience, knowing, he's going to get the ball and he's going to have transition opportunities and he's going to have plays called for him and he's going to, play off ball and get a corner three first play of the game. Like he's going to have those opportunities, and he's played really patiently. I thought he did a great job in the first half. I told you at halftime, he hits the 2 threes early and then he gets out in transition a bunch, and then we used him a ton off ball with some of our off ball singles, and then we used him in the Horns chin action, and he was great.
As a fellow 41-year-old, what do you think of LeBron's ability to finish above the rim still?
I can touch the rim still. Yeah, I can't jump for 3 days after it, but I get one jump in me. It's like I don't even, there's a I saw this on Instagram. There's a 4 burner theory that when you're trying to achieve something, there's 4 burners on the stove, and those 4 burners are work, health, family, and friends. And it's very hard to have all 4 burners going. For me, in season, it is work and family. Those are the only 2 that I have going. Unfortunately, I don't get to really see friends outside of the people I work with and my family. So my health sucks. And the last 5 years, I haven't done a lot to do that, and I'll admit that. And watching him, it actually probably makes me feel like a loser. And every time he falls on the ground, every time he, has a box out, every time he gets hit hard and I feel it too. I feel it too, because I'm just so out of shape right now. It's remarkable. And again, this is what I was, talking about with him, is just the preparation that he puts in to his body over and over and over again. And that's, to me, is like the ultimate sign of competitive stamina. Is just, he just holds on to it every single day, and he gets ready to ring the bell.
Is there one key thing to this 7-game winning streak, or there's several things that's happening with you guys right now?
There's a lot of things that are really good right now. Again, I talked about it before the game, just high level of people embracing the roles that the team needs. I think our guys are doing a fantastic job of making in-game adjustments as we toggle through different defenses, different things that we want to exploit on the offensive end. From where we were earlier in the season on both those things, just being able to execute in game and then embracing, the roles that the team needs. I think it's just at a much higher level right now.
There were times throughout this is one of those last times throughout the season where teams were able to hit you with big punches and they were kind of knockout blows. Now they seem more like stuns, and then you guys are able to regroup. What have you made of the boys? I guess during this, they threw a pretty good shot, particularly KD early in the third.
Yeah.
Their physicality ticked way up.
Yeah, I think some of the turnovers were
new types of music, and they started to include a lot of politicians and ball players. Big shot.
Pop Smoke, Travis. Yeah. A lot of songs.
We need to have you on the Lake Show podcast so we can break all of that down.
Okay.
I need to know reactions, thoughts, questions, comments, concerns.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do it.
I charge for podcasting.
Of course you do. Tell our bosses. Expect a playoff atmosphere tonight. That's where we're going. At the Toyota Center with playoff seeding on the line. The Lakers are currently sitting at third in the West, a game and a half in front of the Rockets, who have one game in hand. The series is split 1-1 after the Lakers held the Rockets to a season-low 92 points on Monday in a win. If the Lakers win tonight, they would own the tiebreaker against the Rockets, the Nuggets, the T-Wolves, who are currently sitting 4th, 5th, and 6th, respectively, in the West. So we will start there. Big game. With these playoff implications on the line, should you treat this like a Game 7? Going to Miami tomorrow.
Well, it's nice to have the tiebreakers.
Yeah.
Is it not? Mm-hmm. And, you know, they're already kind of like in a playoff format. Maybe, you know, back in the day, it used to be 5-game series, and you stay in the town for, you know, 2-3 days. So hopefully, you know, they're in that mentality. And with, I don't know, 14, 13, how many games left? It's time to start building that mentality that'll last, you know, for a long time. So, yeah, take it seriously. Going to Miami tomorrow, I mean, yeah, you want to try to get this one tonight.
I think so, because if you really think about it, who knows what would happen. Think about it. You could be 4, you could be 5, and you play this team. So now you let them know who you are as a team. You go out and you beat them, even though we plan to be 3rd. So we ain't got to worry about that. But you never know. They might even drop down to, you know, what, 6. So you just go out and you beat them, regardless of if it's a playoff game. You let them know early, like, this is a team, and we're on a roll, and this is who we are.
No matter what, there are 14 games left on the 6-game winning streak. I'll come back to you on this. Playing inspiring basketball right now. What have you been seeing?
This, you know, when I watch the team, I'm like, wow, who is this team? Where have this team been? They playing great team basketball, not just offensive but defensive. There are a lot of things they're doing connective, and when you connect like this at this time of year, it's so important. You watch how they move the basketball. You watch how they're talking to one another, they're uplifting. That's what's more important to me. The body language and how you talk to your opponents and your teammates and how you get them going. Because, you know, it's so many times where you can see the body language. And guys see it. If you make a bad pass, you miss it, you're like, oh, you take a bad shot. You know, you got to clap them up, as they would say. And I think that's what's going on with the Lakers. They're clapping each other up, and it's just playing good. I think they're really starting to understand who they are after all this time missing certain players at certain times.
Rob, you're so right. You know, they got everybody back together, I don't know, a few weeks ago for the first time in a long time. Got some time on the floor together. I don't know if they got that much practice time, but I think the key word I look at is sacrifice and changes, like understanding what had to happen to make Austin Reeves and Luka be 100% productive every night in efficiency. And the sacrifice was LeBron. You know, I'm definitely not going to call him a role player because he still has a lot of impact on the game.
How dare you?
But he playing from that position, playing from that dunking corner and weak side, and being able to post up more and just bully people. I think he's finding out, like you always say,